Hey everyone, Hybrid here with a quick reminder before we get into this video that I'm still doing my Toys for Tots raffle. That's right, I'm raffling off all these cool prizes to get some funds together for a big Toys for Tots shopping spree. We're going to pick up a whole bunch of toys, get them put in the donation bin, try and make a bunch of kids' Christmas extra special this year. So check the video linked in the description down below to redirect you to my main video about this. I'll get you more information on how to purchase in. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
This is where the fun begins.
Hello there. How's it going?
Hey everyone, Hybrid Toy Reviews here with a little bit of a different video. This one is not quite a review, more a product overview. So today we are taking a look at what is actually the very first item in the Black Series line, which is my most favorite line to collect. And that is the SDCC 2013 Boba Fett and Han Solo and Carbonite. So for a splash of history on the line technically started on August 1st of 2013. And it took a little bit for them to start showing up on shelves, but basically like Q3 of 2013 was when Wave 1 with Luke Skywalker in his X-Wing gear, R2-D2, the Sand Trooper, and Darth Maul started showing up. However, this came out shortly before in San Diego Comic-Con of 2013, which was in July. So people that went to San Diego Comic-Con basically got a month early look at what this line might potentially have in store. And that is a really, really cool way to announce a new type of collectible, in my personal opinion. Now, this has some very special packaging, which I would like to go over in depth, and then just kind of talk about the general product. So without further ado, let's get into that. So here's the packaging for Boba Fett and Han Solo and Carbonite, and we're going to refrain from the sliding around that I like to do on this segment of the reviews. But this packaging is very cool. It is a very large, square, flat package that is in a matte black with an embossed, kind of shiny T-visor reminiscent of Boba Fett's helmet. Also has the arrows up top. It has a nice slip cover, which, as the name of such a thing implies, slips off. You can go above or below. It features your Black Series logo, Boba Fett and Han Solo and Carbonite, ages 4 and up, a picture of Boba Fett, warning, Hasbro, and then the green line, only time we've ever seen green line, otherwise it's been orange and blue. Around back is the barcode, and I miss when the barcodes used to say what the thing was for. That was always kind of cool. Hasbro, a bunch of legal stuff, more of that green line. Now we see the entirety of the T-visor. Flipping it around to the back, they used to do this with all of the orange and blue line. It was so cool. They would take a still from the movie and they would like saturate the hell out of it. And it was just such a cool, kind of premium feeling thing. I always liked it and I do very much miss this. But you have a Star Wars logo up top, your green line going up the side, Boba and Han and Carbonite, a bio about Boba Fett, and then a quote. He's no good to me dead. The quotes could come back too. Oh my gosh, I miss those. The perimeter around all 4 sides is just matte black. Nothing to write home about there. And the cool stuff happens when you lift it off, because the top slides off. It's coming. It's a nice snug fit. That's not a bad thing. First off, flipping the lid over, you have a ginormous Black Series logo, and that is oh so super cool. Nice way to promote the new product line. Always love seeing that. And then here is Han and Boba in the packaging. Now the packaging here is really neat. It gives the illusion that the figures are loose in there. However, they are rubber banded in. They're plastic strapped, I mean. And there's a couple holding the Carbonite, and then Boba Fett is rubber banded or strapped in. So I will not be opening these, because ultimately these figures actually have very low value out of the box. This is the whole presentation here, so I'm not opening any of it. But it just gave you a really cool idea of what you might be getting in this line. And it's resealable. You could put them in, but not strap them, so you know they've been opened. But you have Boba Fett's Blastag E3 blaster rifle, the Sacros K11 disintegration pistol. They're all labeled. It's really cool. And then the modified Z6 jetpack. So that's really cool. There's just a lot of really neat things going on here. Has a nice presentation. And you might see the little hole in there. Just help you get a finger in, lift the tray out of the way. And you'll see in this lower tray there are parts for a stand for the Boba Fett, or for the Han and Carbonite, I mean. And underneath that, you actually get some really, really cool artwork of Boba Fett and his accessories. It is just such a cool display. I absolutely adore everything about this. It feels very premium, and that's what the line started as. It still is a like adult oriented collector line that kids just is sturdy enough for kids to play with. But this just was a very, very premium way to get people into the line. And all in all, the packaging is just chef's kiss. Again, just by nature of the product, I'm not removing them from the tray. We're just going to talk about them for another moment before winding up. However, I did just want to talk about it a little bit. It is a really, really cool convention exclusive and an amazing way to start off what has ultimately become a flagship Star Wars collectible line. I'm sure at the time they were nervous and it was experimental and a new scale, but obviously the Black Series has blossomed into something absolutely amazing with all sorts of collectors all over the world. I've met a bunch, and it's just really, really fun talking about, something that we all share when I get to talk to them. But this is the way to start such a line. It is such a cool, just special presentation. I love the Bobas under the tray. I'm not ultimately the biggest Boba Fett fan. At least I wasn't until the Book of Boba Fett show, because let's be fair, he wasn't a character until that show came out. However, Boba Fett is an iconic original trilogy design, and I totally understand their choice here. So ultimately, this is just a really great way to get some initial interest sparked really quick, really early on in the line. And obviously it worked, because there are a lot of people that are still collecting that started when this came out. So ultimately, what do I think of the Black Series Boba Fett and Han Solo and Carbonite pack? It is just super cool. It's insane to me that I have one here. They are not the rarest thing out there, and at one time they fetched a lot more than they do now. However, I am grateful to my friend 212 Hunter for hooking me up with this one for a deal. He had it in his collection for a time and decided that he's kind of changing what he's going to be displaying, and this didn't fit. And he knows that I am a guy who is just Black Series obsessed, and I'm working on getting all the con exclusives, so we were able to work out a cool deal, which I appreciate. Thank you again, Hunter. However, this is just the coolest thing, in my opinion. Now, there are better Boba Fetts that have come out since, and none of these are particularly rare. If you're buying this, you are buying it for the box. The Boba Fett came out in the orange line and did actually get rather expensive for a number of years there. However, he has been archived and retro-carded, and he is now averaging basically retail somewhere between $20, $25, and he is very dated. Han Solo and Carbonite came out on a retro card that was an Amazon exclusive for the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary. Y'all had to wait about 7 years for a second opportunity for that. However, it's what I did, and I'm glad that I did it, because it is a very cool piece and one that I am glad to have out of the box. But if you want to get these figures, if you don't already have them somehow, they are obtainable in other ways than buying this pack. However, it does not make this pack unimportant, because this is the origin, the birth, the first chance for anyone to have the Black Series in their home. So thank you for hanging out with me as we just talk about the origins of this line we all love. I'm going to go work on something else now. Until next time, may the Force be with each and every one of you, and goodbye.